Okay, here's some things that I'm gonna bring up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring up right away because he's asked to come up right away. He's got something to talk about that's very important, and he wants you all to get a pencil and paper and write it down. CatBoy, come on up here and tell us what you have to tell. Okay?
Hello. Now, Lauren, I hate to put you up here on stage, but I got something to show everybody, and I'm gonna need room.
All right, I'll get off stage. I get off the stage.
Okay.
Come sit in my lap, Lauren.
Excuse me while I whip this out. See, what I'm doing is that on the show on Thursday nights over at Hooligans, I've been working with, of course, Why Not, on an idea of something that we want to do. They have an enormous stage over at Hooligans, and we came up with something that we hope a lot of people would want to participate in. And what I'm going to show you is a sort of a miniature model of what I have built so far that we can have fun with. So let me just whip this out. I'll put that there, and then I'll put the little model over here. Now I pre-res these earlier, and then you just have to. Oh,
three balls
it's
over
backwards. Hold on, let me turn this around. I'll turn this around, and there we go.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I made a Second Life version of Hollywood Squares.
Oh, that sounds great. Fantastic.
Can I play Phyllis Diller?
What? Oh, is this thing backwards? Oh, it's backwards. Yeah, okay, let me turn this around and see what you could see what it looks like.
You made a backwards version of Hollywood Squares.
There
Yeah.
we go. You see? And it actually works. Like, you can have the X's, you can have the O's, you can have everything here. You have the secret square. You can put people's names on it. Now, what I've done is I've built the entire set, and I've come up with about 100 questions so far, and that's enough for at least 3 full rounds. The only thing we need are volunteers. Who wants to play? We're hoping to do this on Thursday night over at Hooligans, and whatever last-minute people show up and want to participate, we could put your name on the board because I made it to be instantly modifiable.
I can come in 2 weeks from this Thursday. I can come 2 weeks from this Thursday. Oh, no, I can't. I'm going to be in Florida. Sorry.
We would love to have you, Lauren, because you'd be perfect for the center square. You'd be the Paulin.
I'll try to get there. I just have to break off my relationship. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh my God.
If anyone shows up at the last minute, I program the board so that we can change the names and everything that we need to in order to get it to work. And I prepared about 100 questions so far. That's enough for 3 rounds.
Yay.
Well, that was like deja vu. I thought I heard that just a little while ago. Was that a repeat?
Yeah. So we're hoping to do this either this Thursday or next week. It depends on how many people want to show up. But we'll shoot for this week, and if nobody shows up, then we'll do it the week after. And we'll see what goes from there. All right? And another idea we're having for a backup. Sorry?
Thursday at 5?
Thursday at 5 at Hooligans. If you need
Get Haley in there. She'll be great.
Oh, right. Okay, we could put Haley in. We could put anybody in there. We could put anybody.
Oh, Haley. You got to put Haley in.
I'll play.
Okay.
I'll play.
That's great.
There you got more playing.
Send out LMs.
Yay.
Hey.
That was Jenna, right? Jenna, you'll play?
No, Jammer.
Oh, well, was this whole Bruce Jenner thing's got me confused. Jammer.
Let's see.
Write me funny lines.
Okay.
But
like,
the whole
see,
thing
like,
is going to
see.
be improvised. So, I think in real life they may have gotten the questions beforehand, so they can.
They definitely had the questions beforehand. Give it a break.
Yeah, I honestly think it would be
they had
more
them written
fun.
for them. Are you kidding?
I think honestly it would be more fun if we, I'm just going to keep the questions to myself.
If we had an audience, it'd be more fun to have them written for us.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to improvise first, and if it doesn't work, then we'll do the other one. But the thing is, asking you to read 100 questions and remember them sounds like a lot of work. Do you want to do that?
No. We don't read 100 questions. We have them in a piece of paper in front of us, okay? And we get a little thing that says turn to page 6. You know, we have people telling us in our ear what we have to do. Come on, haven't you ever done a show before? Okay.
No, I haven't. That's the first time. No, but I have all the rules memorized. I know how to play the show. It's not just tic-tac-toe, but there's like the secret square, how to default to the how it switches back and forth and stuff like that. There's weird things that's going on in there. But I've been watching the show since the 1970s. I know how it's played. So
Yes, we know. We know one thing about you, CatBoy. You've watched every show that has ever been on any television ever, and you remember everything about all of them. Okay.
Right. Now, we do have a backup plan. Now, if we can't get enough people to participate in Hollywood Squares, there's another idea that doesn't require as many people. Who here remembers the show Match Game?
Me.
Match Game. Remember Match Game? They also had
Me.
instead of 9, they had 6 comedians up on stage, and we could do something like that, and all you need are just 2 audience members, and bada bing, you're up and rolling with that. But we'll start with Hollywood Squares and see if that rolls, and we'll go from there. No one remembers Match Game? I thought everyone would be just jumping up and down.
I do.
Several people said they remembered it.
Oh, okay, you remember?
I do.
You do. God, Charles Nelson Riley was on there all the time. I forget the
Yep.
name of the host right now.
Family Channel. They still
Yeah.
Is it really?
It's still on. Oh, yeah, there's a gaming channel. I don't know if you have it in the States. We have a game channel in Canada, and they do play old reruns of Match Game.
It comes
and
on right
Hollywood
after.
Squares.
It comes on right after Card Sharks.
Oh,
Card
God, I
shark.
remember that one. That was from a long time ago. Okay, well, anyway, that's the end of that. I'll
Is
just do
Card
the
Shark?
comments.
Isn't Card Sharks one of the worst games ever? Oh my God, Card Shark! Can't believe it.
watching that. It's so funny.
Anyway, let's,
Thank
go
you,
on to-
whoever that person was. Sorry.
Anyway,
That
let's
was
get on with the
me.
comedy. It was so cold this morning, and I woke up. The cats were asleep on my feet. I think I must have went to bed with mismatched slippers on when I woke up. That's what it looked like.
Dude,
Okay,
you're
now
not
who's
supposed
heard
to.
about this? Sorry?
You're not supposed to insert your feet into the cat.
No, we didn't do that. No, they just felt okay. Sure. Anyway, in the news,
That was improv. You didn't
Yeah.
get it.
yeah, I got it. I just didn't know how to make a joke out of that. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see if we can make a joke out of this. On the news recently, this is an absolute true story. This is going to sound something completely made up. A British man who lost his penis in a horrible accident had his penis replaced by a fully functional bionic penis. We can rebuild him. He can be better than he was before. He plans to lose his virginity to a dominatrix who is running for British Parliament. Shit, that knocks about 3 or 4 crosses off of your bucket list, at least.
Only in
At least
England
just
is
think
this
about it.
possible, by the way,
Yeah.
White Queen. It could not happen
I
in
know.
any other
Hey.
country.
Hey,
what does that knock off your list? That knocks off bionic penis, virginity, dominatrix, and screwing the government for a change. All in one shot. That's pretty good. Now, speaking of sticking to the government, who's heard about these 150, whatever they are, staying up in that Oregon? They're occupying a federal building. A lot of people, I don't know what they call themselves, but a lot of people have come up with some pretty funny names for them. One of them is called Jihadis. Instead of jihadis, it's jihadis. Vanilla ISIS, and this is my favorite one. It trended on Twitter. Y'all Qaeda. Y'all Qaeda. I love this. Yeah, instead of Sharia law, they want to install Shania Twain law. You know what? I can actually function under Shania Twain law because if you ever saw that the video, "Man, I Feel Like a Woman," that's my dress code. Right there. That's my dress code. You want to hear? Okay, now I got to read something to you. I swear to God, this is the absolute truth. 150 men. This is 150 grown human beings, and there's not a skinny one in the lot because I've seen photos of these guys. They plan to occupy this federal building for the whole winter. Let me give you the shopping list of the food they brought with them that they intend to keep them like fed or whatever for the next how many months they plan to do this. All right, I'm going to read the whole thing to you. It includes a cardboard box full of apples and oranges, a few dozen of those little packages of instant ramen. There's a bunch of 2-4 cans. You know, when you go to the whatever store, you get 2-4s of noodle soup, sweet corn, peas, beans, chili, 20 boxes of those little Kraft Dinner macaroni and cheese things, 3 sacks of potatoes, a bag of flour. What are you going to do with that flour? Rolled oats, a box of raisins, a single bag of pretzels, and a granola bar. Yeah, that'll keep them tied up, 150 people. What did you plan for day 2? You know, that's what I'd like to know. Anyway, one supporter named Daniel Brewer posted to Facebook, said, "I want to join my brethren in the protest against the government. but I have not received my welfare check yet from that very same guy. Sorry, guys, I can't go. Gotta stay behind. Okay, also in the news, now this is something very fascinating to me anyway, because I love science. A periodic table has recently been completed. Because remember they had the gaps at the bottom because they couldn't prove those elements existed. But since it's just simple numbers, people saying, well, theoretically they exist, but they have to prove it conclusively, and they only just accomplished that just this week. They just figured it, and of course these things, they only exist in a laboratory for like a fraction of a second, but they did it, and they confirmed it. That's the big deal. Now when the scientists said, what are you going to do with this new information, they said they're able to move on and catch all the Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Like they got OCD. We gotta complete the periodic table. Now we're gonna move on to Pokemon. Okay, now I got a funny saying here I picked up from a friend of mine who said, life's like a box of chocolates. Neither of them last very long for people who are morbidly obese.
Oh God. Oh gosh, that's so
Now, here's
mean.
another one, same thing. A country singer said that his ex-wife is like a box of chocolates. Everyone gets a piece, and they both killed his dog. Oh, here's something pretty cute I picked up. It was on Facebook, and they said they interviewed some children of gay parents to see if there was any particular hardships that kids experience compared to kids that just have regular parents. And they said it all boiled down to two simple things. You either get twice as many dad jokes, or you're caught in an infinite loop of go ask your mother. You know, if my spell checker donated blood, it would be a typo.
Typo.
Okay. Burn. And the last joke I have for the evening, I like this one. This is from Germany, actually, of all places. A pilot was welcoming his passengers shortly after takeoff, right? He's on the intercom saying, "Thank you for flying with us this morning. The weather is," and then suddenly the pilot stops. He starts screaming while he's still on the mic. And he's screaming, he's going, "Oh my God, it burns, it's burning." And then there was a ghostly silence. And then the pilot gets back on the microphone and he says, "I sincerely apologize for this incident, everyone. I just dropped a very hot cup of coffee on my lap. You should see my pants." And then all the passengers said, "You should see what our pants look like right now." And that's all I have for tonight, everybody.
Bravo,
Yeah,
bravo.
boy.
Hey. Yeah, there we go.
Yay.
All right.
Delete all this junk on stage. Just like